Sosúa on the north coast of the Dominican Republic is for more than 20 years the meeting point of many tourists from all over the world. And it is still growing. The beach in Sosúa belongs to the most beautiful of the Caribbean. Here we meet Rene Kirchheimer, stage name Rene. He is a musician and of the original Sosúa inhabitants, a native. It is not our first encounter with Rene. In 1999, we made a report with his father, Arturo Kirchheimer, about the founding of Sosúa. Arturo Kirchheimer came to Sosúa in 1941 as a refugee from Hitler Germany. Dominican dictator Trujillo offered admission for 100,000 refugees, but only about 650 made it. Among them Arturo and his wife, and the agricultural colony was founded. Then came child and grandchildren. Arturo Kirchheimer passed away in the summer of 2004, shortly after his 95th birthday. 6 years later, his son, Rene, shows us the city where he grew up.
Charamiko ist das populäre Viertel
Charamiko is the popular neighborhood close to the beach. Here live the average low-middle-class Dominicans, and here we hear everywhere the popular bachata music, which is Rene also includes in much of his music. For many people here, Rene is someone they look up to as their own, although his life is not only connected with Sosúa. Rene says, I grew up here until I was 14. Then I came to New York, where I had an older sister on my mother's side, and there I went to high school and became introduced to American music. Also, in Greenwich Village, I listened to different Latin music, and it served to my development in the music world. But at first, I did not know how to play music. In reality, I picked up the guitar when I was 17. I returned to Sosúa, lived a few years there, then I became very familiarized with the Dominican music again. Therefore, I had everything in me. I love rock and roll and I love the Dominican music.
Und dann habe ich mich sehr familiarisiert mit dominikanischer Musik wieder. Und habe ich einfach alles mitgekriegt. Die amerikanische Musik, ich habe sehr gerne Rock'n'Roll und habe sehr gerne die dominikanische Musik.
Almost everybody here knows Rene Arena's music, and sometimes the people on the street approach him to say him how much they appreciate that he's being of a higher cultural domain in society, nonetheless plays the music of the poor and makes it popular.
A pesar de que tú eres lo que eres, te has metido en la bachata y has estado dentro de la gente pobre.
Don't keep going. You're gonna make me cry, answers Rene. With his song Bachata Motion, Rene tried to make an international version of bachata.
Mit Liedern wie Bachata Motion hat Rene versucht, die Bachata auch international bekannt zu machen.
I assumed bachata music not only because I liked it, but because it was necessary, because musicians for other types of music were not very available at that moment in time. Rock and roll was not the music I could find musicians for. Therefore, I began with bachata. In those times, bachata was not accepted as it is today. Bachata today is heard all over the world. This music then was very primitive. Now it has undergone more development. It is more complex. And as I said, used to be more primitive and it used to be performed very cheap bars.
Ist mehr entwickelt, ist mehr komplex. Die Musik Bachata am Anfang war eine Musik, die sehr primitiv, wie ich gesagt habe. Und die hat sich nur entwickelt in sehr billige Kneipen.
Bachata, still in the 80s, was a music played only in the lower circles of society, often referred to as música de guardia, enlisted soldiers' music. considered vulgar music. Only one radio in the land played this music. This stigma, however, made bachata as an underground music. The songs told stories of plight of the poor, the downtrodden, the criminal element, prostitutes, also contain love gone wrong, infidelities, double entendres, sexual innuendos, folk humor. In short, bachata, vulgar and unacceptable in the mainstream society.
Voller Slang, Doppeldeutigkeiten und sexuelle Anspielungen. Kurz, Bachata war vulgär. Zur Freude aller Beteiligten.
In the 90s, bachata was introduced in car washes, where you could not only wash your car, but it became a center where you could drink beer and other beverages, as well as dance to the music, especially on weekends.
Daneben geputzt. Eine Art Reinigungsinstitution für Maschine und Mensch.
Of course, merengue is dance as well, the other Dominican music. But bachata at this time has reached already all Dominicans.
Bei fast allen Dominikanern angekommen. Als Musiker der Mittelschicht, wie etwa der
Suddenly bachata was discovered by other people because of Juan Luis Guerra, where bachata was refined. The old school bachata musicians started to use electric guitars. The contents of the music became more romantic and compatible.
Der Lieder wurden romantischer und marktkompatibler.
Bachata became the second most popular music in the Dominican Republic. Performers such as Zacarias Ferreira appear in the better bars of the country.
Heute in den wirklich bekannten Car-Wash des Landes auf. Schon Stunden
Before the concert, people await drinking beer, rum and music, making the ambient happy. Suddenly, the star appears and he is happily celebrated.
Selbst und wird frenetisch gefeiert.
Unhappy love and tears wails the song, but Dominicans happily dance to it.
Doch die Dominikaner sind glücklich
as
dabei
Rene
und
tells us, has a similar
Bachata
background
und auch
story.
Merengue, der, wie uns René erklärt, eine ganz ähnliche Geschichte hat.
Merengue, for example, years ago, 60 or 70 years, went through the same process as the bachata music. First, it was only played in lower class circles, but merengue started being played in classier places. In the year 1930, the dictator Trujillo came to power. He took notice that the common people loved merengue music. So he had some composers write merengues with lyrics that held him as a glorious figure and leader. This made him very popular among the population. From this, he extracted political advantage. Also today's fast and aggressive merengue has its roots in this primitive merengue. Giovanni Polanco, a very popular merengue musician of renown in the whole country.
Land verehrt. Und auch die spielen immer wieder mal einen Merengue. Wie sich überhaupt die
He plays the merengue that is
ständig
ever
verändert
evolving.
und weiterentwickelt.
What doesn't change is the passion of Dominicans feel towards their dance music.
Was sich nicht verändert, ist die dominikanische Begeisterung für Tanz, für Musik und für das Feiern.
Rene is also a rock musician at heart, has invited us to witness in his house a rehearsal. With his band, he's working on a bachata version of the song Stand By Me. 4x4 can also be played 16 by 16. Then it becomes bachata, when you give it the right feeling.
wenn man das richtige Feeling
It's this fusion of these two rhythms that are the makeup
Es
of
ist diese
Rene's soul.
Fusion seiner beiden
He offers
musikalischen
Europeans
Heimaten,
and North
die René
Americans
reist.
a mixture
macht
of
Europäer
Dominican
und
music
Nordamerikaner
with
mit
known
der
elements to
dominikanischen
their
Musik
ears
bekannt
and brings
und er bringt
blues and
Rock-
rock
und
elements to the
Blues-Elemente
Caribbean
in die
music.
karibische Musik.
Rene Arena Kirchheimer is
Rene
between two
Arena
worlds
Kirchheimer
in
ist
the
ein
music
Wanderer
world.
zwischen den
It is a
In der Welt der
contributing
Musik ist
factor
das eine
towards
kreative
creativity.
und dankbare
It is the
Position.
same
Egal ob
bachata, merengue, rock and roll, or blues. Music offers pleasure and brings people together, not only dance partners, sometimes also cultures.